Who were you before the programming? Before the trauma, the bullies, and the bad bosses? Who are you at your essence? And who did you come here to be? Hi, I'm Amanda Baudier.
And I'm Emilia Salas.
And this is Becoming, the podcast.
Each episode, we dive into raw stories of healing and share grounded tools for personal transformation so you can become more fully, wholeheartedly you.
And by tuning in, your becoming journey is already in motion.
All right, Amanda, at the highest level, what is Becoming?
Becoming is a community platform for soul-level healing. And when I say that, I mean we are bringing together the spiritual and somatic tools that have transformed our own lives, that I've seen create such amazing expansion in my clients over the years. And we've put them together in a programmatic way that is both guided, but also really spacious. Because what I believe about spiritual growth and healing that's very different from like business coaching and goal setting is that you have to be your own teacher. Your life is your curriculum. We're there to provide guidance and kind of a safe space to return to. But at the end of the day, it's about empowering anyone that signs up for the membership to become their own best teacher and healer.
It's beautiful. I love it. Okay, question number 2. Let's get a little bit more tactical here. What can someone expect inside the Becoming membership?
Yeah, so the basis of the program is our weekly Sunday live gatherings. And, you know, a big question for me was what replaced church, right? For many, many generations, people had this ritualistic worship that they did, whether you're talking going to church, going to temple, going to synagogue, even in more traditional cultures, right? There were rituals and ceremonies that people used to hold them down and give them a sense of anchor in times of uncertainty. And if you haven't noticed, we are living in times of uncertainty. And what I know to be true is that spiritual growth is something that plays out along the entire course of your life, right? Yeah. It is really important to have consistency. And for me, weekly live gatherings was the right amount of consistency where I know that, like, even if you had a crazy week, you got super off track, you're feeling super stressed, I want everyone to be like, oh, can't wait for Sunday. I can't wait to show up. I want to refill my cup. I want to refuel. But it's not so restrictive that it's something that doesn't feel accessible for parents, workers, right? Like people running businesses, people in real life, right? It's enough structure and consistency, but not so much that it overwhelms you.
Right. So what does a typical Sunday look like?
Yes. Well, every Sunday is going to be different. So the first Sunday of the month, I'm going to offer what I'm calling a clarity talk. And this is really an opportunity to set an intention for how you want to direct your energy that month. So it'll be on a topic that is relevant to what's happening in the world, what's happening with all of us. I will definitely be taking feedback from the community on what you want to hear that talk on. The second Sunday of every month will be a somatic meditation. So if you missed our episode, podcast episode on what is somatics, give that a listen. This is about tapping into your body's inner wisdom, learning the language of your energy, and maybe shaking off or releasing any energy that's not serving you in that moment. The third Sunday of every month is breathwork. Breathwork is a tool that, when thoughtfully applied, is so transformative at expanding you, breaking you open. And I think there's a lot of maybe problematic breathwork being taught out there, and I'm really excited to teach it in a trauma-informed way. And the final Sunday of every month will be community coaching. So whether this is something that you know you want to do and you sign up for in advance and you're one of the people kind of on the hot seat, or there's questions that come up in the moment, I really want to meet people where they're at. And we learn so much from hearing everyone else's questions. But one last thing I'll add, 15 minutes of every Sunday will be dedicated to putting everyone in small groups so that you can hopefully meet somebody new, somebody old, right? And have a little moment to connect with the other people who have joined this community who conceivably are on a similar path. They care about becoming the best version of themselves. They care about showing up for their lives and their community in a really authentic way. And I don't want to gatekeep the awesomeness of the individuals who sign up.
Yeah, absolutely. We know life happens. So what happens if I can't make it one Sunday?
Yeah. So we are going to upload everything to the platform, which will also have some other like fun goodies throughout the month. Journal prompts, interviews,
definitely.
integration sessions that the lovely Emilia will be leading, as well as guest interviews and things like that. We don't want to police you. We don't want to restrict you from going on vacation or, God forbid, having a sickness, etc. So things will be uploaded in the platform. And we are encouraging you very strongly to finish it sometime within that week, right? Make sure that multiple weeks don't go by where you're not tapping into yourself, your commitment to your growth, right? 75 minutes a week is a very reasonable commitment. And our hope is that you look forward to it. And you're like, oh, I have to miss Sunday, but I have time blocked on my calendar to show up on Tuesday. That's what we're really hoping.
Yeah, absolutely. What makes becoming different?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things. First and foremost, becoming was developed in response to the years of like in the paint research I was doing with my one-on-one client. So what I was seeing was that what people were lacking was a consistent place where they could show up and have their journey supported. Somebody that wanted to meet them where they were instead of sort of projecting or assigning a certain process onto them, right? The process of growth, the process of spiritual healing is not linear. It's messy. So I've said this before, but I don't want becoming to be a container. I don't want to contain you. I don't want to tell you what's right for you. I want to be the life raft, right? You got the oar, you've got the, the sea map. You're deciding what body of water you want to plop the life raft down in. We're here to hold you down and meet you exactly where you're at. The other thing is, and I think this is really important, the price point, $77 a month. People told me I was crazy when, it's like I coach individuals and entrepreneurs, and obviously that's a much higher ticket price. Why don't you launch a course? You could make $3,500 on one course. And I said, no, I don't want people to feel that they can't commit to this and stay with it long term. For less than $20 a week, you can be in a consistent community that supports you through all the ups and downs of life. I never want someone to feel like healing is too expensive because it shouldn't be, and not for nothing. This is not like a low ticket lead in to a bunch of other shit we're selling.
No,
I want to be clear. Everything that we recommend in the Becoming platform is pretty much free. It's just us helping you kind of shape it so that you're not like lost in the sauce trying to like chart your own course.
Yeah, absolutely. Where did the name Becoming come from?
Okay, well, this is my woo-woo moment. It definitely was dropped in as a download. And actually, like when I first had the idea for this, I was on a hike, of course. And what I received was the name Becoming in lowercase. Very important that it's in lowercase. And the price point. And I was like, okay, like what am I doing with this? And then, slowly but surely, like the other pieces came into play. But I have seen the practices of manifestation really take over the world of mainstream spirituality. And we have become so obsessed with the goal. We've become so obsessed with the end point. But what I know from my own life and also from working with very successful, quote unquote, people is that as soon as you reach one goal or manifestation, it's like it didn't even happen. It's like a sandcastle, right? It just, and you're on to the next, worrying about the next thing, seeking the next goal, the next milestone, right? So instead of thinking about what do I want to become, I want us to focus on who am I becoming. There's no become, there's no became. For all my grammar nerds, we are in the present participle. The present participle, lowercase. This is the inner expansion that allows us to experience all the moments of our life with more presence, with more joy, with more excitement. So that, maybe we get the thing we want and we're like, awesome. That was so fun. I learned so much about myself in the process of stepping through the fire or being seen or facing my fears or whatever. Like, that's what this is about. And I'm happy for you if you get the job. I'm happy for you if you get the man.
Definitely.
And I'm much more happy for you if you enjoyed the walk there.
Yeah. In your own authentic way.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. Okay. So I keep hearing you reference that you coach.
Mhm.
What's going to happen with that business?
Yeah, I mean, for me, these are such distinct offerings. They can be complementary.
Okay.
When I coach somebody, there is an understanding that we're getting somewhere. And we're getting somewhere in a certain amount of time, and you are paying me to hold your feet to the fire to a certain extent, provide guidance, very specific tools and tactics. And I coach entrepreneurs, so there is a business acumen that is incorporated. And it is very clear, if you hire me to coach you, where are we going?
Yeah.
How quickly do we need to get there? What does success look like? In the Becoming membership, this is about your own internal expansion, which I actually do not want anyone to set finite time-bound goals for what's going to happen in their soul's journey. They're such separate things. And, I was averse to creating any program that is spiritually oriented that didn't honor the way my own spiritual journey has unfolded, which was slowly, over a long period of time, with lots of time to integrate and explore and experiment and be curious, to live my life, right? Like, this is not a 3-month deep dive, intensive, let's hurry up and heal your drama, right? Like, that's not what we're doing here. This is not 6 weeks to open your third eye, right? This is a slow unfolding that supports you in your day-to-day life. And my one-on-one clients, they're not going anywhere. They are so important to me. And I love being that really hands-on person that helps them get from point A to point B. In Becoming, there's no A, there's no B. There's infinity, right? There's the present moment, which is so different. Coaching is about what's coming next. This is about anchoring you in the now.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Amazing. Well, that's
it.
That's it. That's
amazing.
Everything. You
I knew my
crushed it.
shit. So, I mean, sign up.
Sign up. I mean, I'm so happy that we got this opportunity and to hear it from your own words. It's so beautiful and impactful. And any other questions that I might have missed, let us know.
Yeah. I always say that I love skeptics and I love inquisition. Like, put me in front of the firing squad.
Yeah.
If you watch us and you're like, I still don't understand. What do you mean? Why should I sign up for this? Like, hit me up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'd be
we
honored.
welcome it. We really welcome
I'd be honored to answer.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we hope we'll see you on a Sunday night very, very soon.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Becoming the Podcast. If this episode hit home for you, please leave a review at Apple or Spotify and share us with a friend.
And if you're ready to dive deeper, head to www.becoming-collective.com and join our membership community. Use code BECOMINGPODCAST, all lowercase, for 20% off your first month.
We can't wait to welcome you into Becoming.